This video is intended for audiences over the age of 13. If you are not 13 years or older, please click away from this video now. You have been warned. What's going on, you guys? It's your man James, aka JP, back again with another toy room review, and we are at the dining room table. And you guys know, whenever we're at the dining room table, we do have to sacrifice the audio quality because there is an echo in here. However, you also know if we're at the dining room table, that means we got something big that doesn't fit in the review station. And today we got something big. We got something very special. If you guys have been following the channel for a while, you know that I own a Fiat 500 Abarth, and Lego just came out with the Lego Creator Fiat 500. Now this thing is awesome, massive, and today we're gonna take a look at it. I'm probably not gonna do a complete speed build just because there's already a bunch of videos out there on it, and that's just gonna take way too long to edit and everything. But we are gonna do a review of the Lego Creator Fiat 500. So first off, let's get a good look at the packaging here. So you can see right up front, you have the Lego Creator logo. And I just really love this background. You can obviously see the Fiat 500 Lego version of the Fiat 500, and then Italy in the background. It's just very nice. You kind of have the sun setting right here, so just very nice. I'm definitely going to be keeping this box in the collection. Camera focus, there we go. But yeah, just very nice right there. So you can see this is for ages 16 plus. It is Lego set 10271, and it is 960 pieces. And again, this is the expert level. And then coming to the back, I like how it's kind of a continuation of what you see on the front. So it's literally the same thing that's on the front, just kind of from the back angle, back view right there. So you can see the back of the car, and you kind of got the city in front of the car right there, and then a little sunset again going on as well. And then you can see some of the different features with the sunroof right up there. And then what else do we have? Obviously the steering wheel, you have the engine bay, the trunk, and the sunroof again, and the little like luggage piece right there, which is just very awesome and very great attention to detail right there. You also have the Fiat 500 logo right down here, as you can see. So I think that's pretty much it. Oh no, even on the top, that is really cool. So if we look at the top right here, if we get my face out of the frame, there we go. So you can see an actual Fiat 500 with like sketches of the car from production, and then you can see the Lego version with the sketches of the Lego version right there, and you can even see the white wall tires on the wheel. So that is just really cool stuff right there. And then on this side on the bottom, you get those two side by side, looking very nice. So man, just the packaging and the presentation. Oh, even on this side you have that same image right there. But yeah, just the packaging and presentation on this is absolutely phenomenal, and this box is going to be on a shelf somewhere in my collection. But without further ado, let me go ahead and bust this open. Let me start building, and then I'll see you guys for the actual review and my overall thoughts on the Lego Creator Fiat 500. Alright you guys, so change of plans because I ran out of time. I actually have to go to work now. So I just finished baggie number 1. If you guys aren't familiar with Legos, each bag is numbered into different sections. So this particular set has 3 different sections of bags. So I did bag number 1, and this is the progress that we made so far. And I'll get some better B-roll of this, but this is what we have. We have basically the whole base of the car, the whole floorboard and everything. And most of the rear is done, the engine is done, and a little bit of the front half has started to get completed. But like I said, I'll have better B-roll of all this. So right off the bat, this is a pretty simple and straightforward build. I didn't really find anything too difficult. It took me about a little over an hour to do what I've completed already, but it's already coming along great. We already got some really cool stuff with some moving parts with the shift lever, the e-brake, and even in the engine compartment there are some moving parts as well. So that is very cool. So I actually, like I said, I have to go to work, so I'm actually going to go to work and probably continue this later tonight or tomorrow, I don't know. But I'll give you guys an update once I'm there. So without further ado, let's move on to bag number 2, and let's see what progress we've made since then. Alright you guys, same shirt, different day. So I completed baggie number 2. This is the next day, and this is where we are with it. So not too much on the front end has got completed, but we did get a lot of the interior done. I think basically all the interior is done actually. We got the doors up, we got some of the rear built upwards as well, and just some really cool details in here, man. Just the way that the doors open on these hinges are really cool, and I love the attention to detail with the door handles on the inside, and even even the little window adjustment little levers on the inside as well. I also love the Fiat logo that's right here on the steering wheel. The only issue that I had, and I wish that this did come with an extra sticker, is that I put the sticker upside down on the inside just because I got confused with the orientation of the piece as you actually put it in to the car. So I had to peel the sticker off and then put it back on, and in the bottom corner of the sticker you can tell where I kind of started peeling it off, and I actually did have to tape it down. You can't really see the tape, but me personally, I know that it's there. It's gonna bug me, but it's not that big of a deal because again, this will be on the inside of the dashboard and no one's really gonna see it. I'm probably never gonna see it, but just me knowing that it's there, it is going to bug me. But some other really cool stuff is the fact that the seats can move forward. That's really cool. So just like the original car, and even just like the cars today, how the seats have to move forward so that you can get access into the rear seats is really cool. The steering wheel does go up and down, adjustable, and you do have even the little like windshield wiper stalks right there. So just really great attention to detail in this build, man. I'm super excited to go ahead and start bag number 3 and just complete this build and see this in its finished final form. So without further ado, let me go ahead, work on bag number 3, section number 3, and build this up, and then this will be completed the next time I update you guys. So let's go ahead and jump right. And here we are with the completed final product. All the stages are done. This thing is finally complete. Now this wasn't really that difficult to build. Each section took about a little over an hour, maybe hour to an hour and a half. For each section. So in total the build was maybe, you know, 3.5, 4 hours, maybe 4.5. I wasn't really counting, but yeah, it wasn't too difficult. It was pretty straightforward, and man, this thing is just beautiful. Now this color is so unique, and I'm not really sure if I love it or hate it. You know, I like it because it's so unique. It's so interesting for Lego in general, not just Fiat. It perfectly fits the Fiat theme, and it's such an iconic color for Fiat. And for Lego, I don't know if this color's ever been used before, and if it has, maybe not that much. But me personally, if you couldn't tell, I prefer red. So I would have loved to see a red Fiat, but I do feel like this color just really fits it and suits the car very nicely. Now overall, like I said, it was very easy to build, and I think this is just an amazing build. There's so many little Easter eggs, or not even Easter eggs, but just like cool little touches and features, and I really feel like this whole package was just a labor of love to Fiat, all the way down to the instruction manual. You open up the instruction manual and there's a whole like history of Fiat, and all the different models of Fiat throughout the years are in there, and I just thought that was really cool. Really nice touch that I really wasn't expecting. And just the build itself has so many cool little intricate pieces and moving parts, from the sunroof to the hood in the front that opens and houses a spare tire, to the piece of luggage on the back that has all the different stickers from Italy and all the other different places. I think Sweden's on here as well, Paris I see on here, and it's just got a whole bunch of different little stickers from traveling all around the world, and that's really cool. And then I really like how the trunk opens up and then you can see the engine, and there is moving parts in the engine bay with the pistons and whatnot, so that is very nice. The doors all open up and you have like little window switches on the doors, and the steering wheel has the Fiat logo on it, and there's a speedometer in here, and what else, the e-brake moves and the shift knob moves, and the seats go back and forth as I mentioned earlier. Just really great details all throughout this build. I'm very impressed by this set with Lego, and I mean, it's instantly recognizable. You look at it, you know that this is a Fiat 500. So overall, I mean, if you're a fan of Fiat, if you're a fan of just Lego engineering, if you're a fan of Lego cars, just I don't know, if any excuse you need to pick up this set, definitely pick it up. This set retails at $90, and you know, that's decently priced. I feel like that's about right. Like I said, there's what, 960 pieces, so yeah, that is about right there. So very awesome build. And oh, I also forgot about this this little like paint canvas that comes with it as well. That is such a nice touch, and it's actually way bigger in person than it looks on the box, which is just awesome. And I think this painting is just so cool, so awesome. And again, it's a stylized image of what is on the front of the box, which is just so awesome. And it comes with spare license plates. I opted for the license plate that says Tofo 1965 for the model of this car. There are some other license plates which I'm not really sure what they stand for. I'm sure it said it in the manual, but I didn't actually read it. But I opted to go with the 1965 to show off the year of the car. And that is pretty much it. But before we go, I do want to do a quick comparison with some other Fiats that I have. So let's go ahead and get into that, and make sure you guys stay tuned because I do have a very special comparison at the end of the video. Guys, so here is the Fiat 500 Lego set with the die-cast model of the exact model that this car is based off of. So as you can see, I have a red one, a black one, a light blue, and then a darker blue one. But for the sake of getting up close, we'll just take a look at the red one right here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the front end of the car. So I mean, you look at these two cars, you absolutely know that these are the same model of cars. So I think that Lego really nailed the aesthetic and the whole look of this car. It's maybe a little too boxy up here, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Then coming to the side right here, would have been cool to see the Fiat 500 stripe along the side. That would have been a very nice touch. As you can see, that has that right there. So it would have been nice to see a little Fiat 500 stripe right there. But other than that, I mean, the wheels look pretty much identical as we get a closer look right here. So I think Lego did a pretty decent job of capturing that. And Lego did include the white wall tires, which is a nice little touch that this one actually is missing. And then with the interior right here, it does look a little bit cramped in the Lego version compared to this diecast model. But you know, not that big of a deal right there. So then coming to the back right here, boom, boom, and actually I just noticed that my tail light is kind of broken right there. Let's fix that. There we go. So looking at the back right here, pretty much identical all the way down to the actual like little 500 logo right there on the back. I did notice that it does look like it's missing the little like hatch piece right here. If you look at the back, this little piece, unless it's kind of tucked under here, which it's kind of hard to tell, but it doesn't really have that same shape. So that is one thing, one little detail that's missing, is that little hatch piece that is so iconic with the 500. But again, not that big of a deal. The suitcase would have covered it anyway, so you have that right there. And then coming to this side is going to be the exact same thing. So very, very nice right there. And just to compare the older version to one of the newer ones, here is the newer Fiat 500 model right here. So you can kind of see, you know, where they got the design aspects in the newer one, and you know what influenced the design of the newer model. So that is very nice. But speaking of newer model, I told you guys I have something special planned. So for this comparison, we're gonna have to go outside. So let's go ahead. So it is a little windy outside, and this is kind of funny to look at. But here is the Lego version of the Fiat 500 versus my Fiat 500 Abarth. This is a 2013 model, so it's just really, really cool to see these guys side by side. That's gonna do it for my review of the Lego Fiat 500. So overall, like I mentioned earlier, I highly recommend this set. If you're a Lego fan, if you're a Fiat fan, any excuse you need to pick up this set, definitely go out and get it while it's still available. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Be sure to let me know what you think of this set in the comments down below. I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. So as always, guys, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys next time.